Yikes. I'm aware that this is blurry, but hopefully with the arrival of a new camera next month on my birthday, I won't be having this problem anymore because I'll actually be able to see my ugly mug. Let's continue. Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to give you a tutorial on how I'm doing this particular victory curl, and I might throw in a story time or two. I don't know. But for the most part, let's get going. I'm going to have all of this stuff down here in the bottom left or right, kind of showing you what I'm using as I'm putting it on, so be sure to have some patience because victory curls take time to learn. This is literally like day 7 for me of just practicing. In fact, halfway through, I didn't like what I was doing and changed it up a little bit, so be sure to stick through the whole video. I'm not going to make it too long and I'm going to speed past a couple of things, but if you like what you see today, be sure to give me a like at any point, comment whether I'm doing bad, good, or ugly, or if you have any suggestions, put them down below. I will read all of them. And be sure to subscribe if you're brand new to my channel. Nearly everybody is, so hi, welcome to the family, and if you really like what you see today, I'm so excited to meet you. Let's kick it off. Okay, but first, coffee, because I'm a zombie with no tolerance without it. Now, I think I'm ready to start. So first is to kind of assess your hair and see where you want your victory curl. I'm in the mood today to kind of have my bangs up and rolled some way on top of my head, mostly because I feel like it complements the shape of my face. Having this practice will help with muscle memory later so you don't throw your brush and scream like a banshee. I like that, so let's continue. Oh my. Oh, I thought it was a spider. It's just lint. Ugh, that creeped me out. Ew. The first thing to do is to brush out your hair. Since I have a not so glorious 13 inches, it takes a few minutes to get all of the knots out. This is day 2 of not washing my hair. I was really surprised to know that not washing your hair would actually aid in doing vintage styles. Comment below if you have long hair and a certain routine to tame all your wild locks. I'd really like to hear any tips you might have. I've heard that adding coconut oil to your hair the night before actually helps with frizziness. Now that everything is tangle-free, I'm going to turn on my curler and set it aside while I map out my bangs. By the time you're done mapping out your bangs, it should be hot enough to help hold everything into place, so no need to start it too much and get the room all hot. I don't feel like you should break the bank to make your hair do really great vintage styles, so I recommend picking up these bobby pins that were only $1. I may have grabbed like 5 packs. But the same thing goes for hairspray. This Aquanet was only $2 and it holds just as well as my grandma's $20 hairspray. So here I'm giving myself about 3 inches of hair to start parting, and I'm going to go ahead and part it all the way down to my ear. YouTubers who always part their hair make it seem like the baby hairs and the straggles never get in the way. How the hell do they do that? I know I can't. This is aggravating. Ugh. Pull the excess hair back and put it into a loose ponytail, or clip it back if you have the supplies to do so. Since I'm a bit of a budget, I don't have the fancy clips just yet. Now that nothing is going to be in your way, you can actually start to part your hair into sections. We're going to want to do this into about 4 different sections. To make things quick, I'm going to explain my first victory curl and then speed a little faster during the rest of them. After making the first section, I'm going to go ahead and brush it smooth and then start to tease it closest to my head because that will help give it strength to hold up when you fold it. Next, you'll use your curler and at the end of your lock, start to curl it towards your head until it gets to the root, but please be careful because it is very hot. This is where I'll show you the barrel of the victory curl, as I like to call it. I take the end of the lock with a few inches left to wrap around 2 fingers so it creates a loop. Then I slowly start to roll it towards my head to make sure that it keeps smooth and tight so it starts to look like the curl that you see in all those Pinterest photos. Don't worry about those extra bits on the outside because you can safely tuck those into the barrel and hold them in place with a bobby pin, so there's no worries here. And now that it looks nice and smooth and clean, you can start working on the other ones. Now here's where you're free to experiment. I found that if your hair is anything like mine, you'll need some extra help to keeping things stiff. And if you're not willing to wait 3 days in between washing your hair, this is where the hairspray comes into play. If you spray before curling, The added heat will help cement the curl into place, but be sure to let it cool before you mess with it further. If you spray after the lock has cooled, then you can tease it more, and that too will help hold it up quite nicely. And if you let your hair go unwashed for a few days, you end up using way less product, and that makes your supplies last a little bit longer. I learned that shaking the shit out of things helps let go of the frustration of beauty tips gone wrong. So, shake the shit out of it and tease the shit out of it. You can do it. By the way, is anyone's arms starting to hurt at this point? I need another coffee break. By the way, are your curls not working? Don't give up, beautiful. Something I tend to give people as a bit of advice is, even if you failed 20 times, at least you're 20 times better than you were before. I remember growing up, and my cousins trying really hard to get me to start doing my hair. But at the time, I didn't understand that you could really bring out the power of self-confidence through doing your own hair. Now I'm happy that I decided to start learning and appreciate what a little self-help can really do. Who knew that I'd be really into vintage hair? While we wait for our curls to set themselves, I'm gonna go ahead and quickly curl the rest of my hair. This video is already pretty long with just the victory curl, so if you want a tutorial on how to curl your long hair, just leave a comment below. Perhaps I could even show you how I do my Elsa braid. If you're curious as to what that looks like, be sure to check out my Instagram. Now, you can tie your hair into a ponytail. If you want to be more vintage, you can go ahead and use a pretty ribbon or a bow. Your style really is all about you, so do whatever makes you feel fancy. I tend to do like another squirt of hairspray to really help tame the side of my hair because that side was shaved down for about 2 years, but it's now finally growing out. Okay, so time to pitch these 4 curls and make my hair swoop up into one majestic victory curl. Now you can see that my hair has this bounce to it and cute little curls. To give it some added strength, I'm gonna put a little bit more hairspray, since today is not the day I'm trying to make it last. And from here we're going to tease it again from the back to give it some more structure, but make sure the brush does not go all the way through the bang or you'll take away from said structure. Then you'll put the hair again around 2 fingers and then start to curl and go slowly. Everything should be nice and smooth and shiny, and you can actually feel how voluminous it is. I want to say I'm saying that right, but I'm probably not. And I'm really satisfied with the way that this curl looks, so I'm going to pin it down. Go ahead and put a couple of bobby pins into it. Do one in the center, right where you see me doing it here. Don't be afraid to go ahead and smooth it as well. Make sure it's to the shape of your liking, that the barrel is actually inside of itself, and that it doesn't have any crinkles on the outside. And if you think it's still bouncing around a little too much, go ahead and add a second or third and put them on the outside as well, just behind it. It'll help, again, keep it from flying all over the place when you're walking down the street. Finally, I feel this is a curl that I can be satisfied with, though it seems a little bit bare. So first I'm going to put it up into an official ponytail, and then I'm going to add this really cute $3 hairband from Dollar General. It's basically like a jean material but a little bit more stretchier, and I put it behind the barrel, which is very critical, and then I just push it a little bit forward to kind of give it a little bit more volume and face feel a little bit longer, which I feel is really cute. And just to make sure that the hairband doesn't go flying off of your head when you're walking down, go ahead and place a few discreet bobby pins into it. Alright, and there we have it. We have our victory curl. It's on top of our head. We have really cute hairbands and everything in it. If you're interested in possibly seeing me do the makeup portion of this video, be sure to give me a like and subscribe and come back next week for a new video. I really appreciate all of you guys, and I hope you have a great day. Be sure to stay positive.